to Forza Horizon 5. We're in the last video. In the last video, we did a rally budget challenge. I completely forgot about that. It's been so long since the last time we've been in this game. But we're not doing a budget challenge in this video. We're doing a drift video. We're doing a top 5 surprisingly good drift cars. Drift cars you wouldn't expect to be a drift car, if you get what I'm saying. I tested out 13 different cars to see if they were any good at drifting. This is not one of them, obviously. Kind of expect this to be a good car. It's a long car, long wheelbase, you know, lots of power. But some of these cars that I chose, I did not expect to be any good. Now granted, the tunes I used, the tunes I made out of them, kind of unorthodox, something you wouldn't expect to be functional. That being said, every car that you see today in this video, I will be sharing those tunes so you can try out for yourself if you would like. Let's start with number 5 on this list. Number 5 is a Mercedes. Yeah, that part isn't surprising. There's some good drift cars in Mercedes class. But the car that is chosen is the most valuable car in the entire game. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR from 1955. We got 1,270 horsepower, 900 foot-pound of torque, and it weighs less than 1,900 pounds. Oh, and it's on vintage racing tires. Yeah, this not sketchy at all. In fact, it's actually kind of difficult to control, so if you want a car that's a little easier to control to get good points, this one won't be the one to go to. This one is on my list as number 5 because, well, obviously it's the worst out of the 5, but it's actually a decent drift car. I managed to get a drift score of 1,037,000 on this drift zone. Now, if you're a bit skeptical, let me go ahead and show you that it can drift. Okay, it's a handful. I can't really talk right now, but I wasn't lying when I said I could drift. So look at that. If you say that's not a good drift car, I don't know what is. Turn back, there we go. Like I said, it's a handful to drive, but it's actually a pretty decent drift car. You get some decent scores out of it. In fact, I'm gonna go all the way through this so you can see what kind of score I can get with this. I didn't quite get the score that I got when I took this. I tested it 3 times before I got that score. The score was 1,037,000. I got 1,010,000, which is not bad still, even after not having played this game for a couple of days since I drove this car. This one's a pain in the ass to drive, but it got a good score. So that's why it's number 5 on my list. God, the angle she can get with thing is actually kind of absurd. The next car on this list might not be all too surprising that it's actually a good car. It is a Hennessy F5. Nope, I take that back. That's number 4 on the list. Spoiler alert, crap. Number 2 is actually the EB110. It's a Bugatti. I got a score of 1,062,000 with this thing. It ended up being the first one I tested out of the bunch, and I freaking love the thing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It has 1,470 horsepower, 1,292 foot-pound of torque, and it weighs less than 3,000 or 2,600 pounds. This is one of the 2 rear-engine cars on this list, if they're not considered mid-engine. This has got a W16 from a Bugatti Chiron in it, or Veyron. I don't know which one that came from. Either way, it's got another modernized Bugatti engine in it. And I actually designed this paint job, so if you want to try this paint job out for yourself, it's already on the thing, and some people have already downloaded it. Anyway, this thing is a freaking beast. Let's go ahead and take it to the drift zone. I got a score of 1,062,000, if I did not say that already. Let's see if we can even get close to that while it's raining. That's just great. Just notice it's raining. Shit, rewind. That would not go well. Okay. Oh, God, what out? Oh, wow, this is not going well. I promise you, this was not as difficult to drive as that Mercedes. That's what you call bad driving. I'm also blaming the rain in this case. I'm not just a bad driver or anything. What I like about this Bugatti is it is very good at switching back. I don't even have to press the brakes, and it'll switch back and forth like it's nothing. It's awesome. It's one of the only drift cars I've tested out of this bunch that can actually do this. Anyway, I'm gonna get to the end of this. I'll be right back. Hey, yo, even with the rain, I still got over 1 million. That was not as good as it could have been. Because of that rain, I slid way more than I should have. And I had, like, no control over this thing. It's a good drift car. I really do like it. In fact, let me go test it in another drift area thing, whatever the hell you call it. Come on. Okay, that's not bad. Wow, okay. Why does it feel like it's got more control than it did before when I drove it on this? I take that back. Oh, this is actually quite pleasant to drive up until I get into the long ones. I'm still getting 197,000 on that drift run. Okay, it's a good drift car, I'm telling you. Number 3 on this list. Let's just go do that instead of talking about this and, you know, stuttering like a maniac. Why did I say maniac? What the hell's wrong with me tonight? Number 3 on this list. I forgot I used that car. Alright, number 3 on this list is a Ford. No, it's not a Mustang. No, it's not even, it's not a Focus. It's not a Bronco. It's not a freaking dually with those giant wheels. It's none of those things. Not even an S-Score. Like the cars that, not even these things, the Falcon GTs. The cars you would think would be the ones, obviously are not, because that's the whole point of this video. Is take a car that what you would not expect to be good at drifting and just surprise the hell out of myself as well. Wow, I have a lot of Fords. Where the hell is the car I'm trying to show you? There it is. The Anglia. I don't know how to say that word. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me Google it. Anglia. Why does that sound like a disease? You know what? Maybe this is not a good car to go with. Sounds like one of those sores you get under your body. This car is 668 horsepower, 682 foot-pound of torque, and it weighs less than 1,700 pounds. Now, I know the horsepower figure's not crazy, but you can probably figure out that's the 1.6-liter turbocharged rally engine. And it weighs basically nothing. It's like a nicer Beetle, really. God, if you're a fan of Beetles, you're going to be so insulted by that line. Fortunately, I don't know if I care or not. I think I don't care. I'll have to find out if something happens. I have a friend who has one, and if he sees this video, he'll probably kill me. Anyway, let's get in this thing. Oh, yeah, we're already in it. Hold on. You know, I had planned on getting a Forza Horizon 5 in a while, and I'm constantly making mistakes. This is a terrible video. You know what? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Maybe I don't. I forgot about that. That rally engine sounds so sick. Okay, I messed up that line so bad because of that. I need to restart this whole thing, don't I? I've never been so distracted by an exhaust sound. I don't actually have to restart. That's good. But that's so wild. It actually sounds like a rally car. Even with that bad line, it's still not doing bad. That makes me wonder how it would do if I didn't make a bad line. This is the only car out of all of them that manages to do this while going only 60 miles an hour. And that probably has to do with its incredibly short wheelbase. And it's not so easy to control at times. It's a very confusing car because there's moments where it's super easy to control. And there's moments where I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Where the hell's the car going? There's a perfect example right there. And then it proceeds to do a beautiful line. Beautiful! See, okay, anyway, I'll be right back. Let's see what we get at the end of this one. You know, every time I try to record me drifting, it seems to go to shit every time. Why can't I get past 1 million? Well, now it's dropped another 1,000 as I'm going up the list. How does this make any sense? Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time because I'm so tired of the scores not matching what I'm saying they are. Alright, that's a little better. That's not quite what I said it was, but I know I can reach it now if I kept doing it. Although 1,051,000, which I honestly don't think I actually mentioned that earlier. Now you know, the score I got with it was 1,051,000. The next car, which you guys already know since I decided to spoil it earlier. Why am I going all the way back to the festival to get it? Oh my Jesus. Hennessy F5. I don't actually remember drifting this car, even though it was just yesterday. Somehow I forgot. But I can tell you is, I managed to get a score of a 1,062,000. Nope, that's not the right car. Never mind. Number 4 on this list is not the F5. It's the Centenario. However you say that. The freaking Lamborghini. Oh my god, I messed up my list. This Lamborghini. Jesus, how did I mess this up so bad? It's got 1,558 horsepower, less than 1,000 foot-pound of torque, and it weighs just over 3,000 pounds. How the hell did I get 1,050,000 points for this damn thing? I don't know. But I managed to do that, so I guess we're going to see if it still drifts that well, because I don't remember drifting this one. I really don't. But it is number 4 on my list. And it's there for a reason. And I think I'm starting to see why it's on that list. Holy crap. It's a fantastic car. It drifts really well. I'm actually quite impressed with it. How I managed to get 1,050,000? No, I have no idea, because I'm just now hitting 600,000 at the 5.1 or 1.15 miles. What the hell am I trying to say? I'm just now getting 600,000 with 1.5 miles left to go. Good God, why is my English so bad today? I didn't even reach 1,000,000. I was less than 1,000 points from 1,000,000. I'm going again. That's some bullshit. You know what? I'm not driving this car anymore. This entire video has been a shocking example of how well I can actually drive and drift. That was number 4. Moving on to number 5. The most shocking car that I did not expect to be as good at drifting as it is. It is a Porsche. Yeah. When's the last time you heard a Porsche drifting good? There probably are some good drifting Porsches. You know, like the old 914s and stuff like that. They're probably good drift cars, but this is not. We're going way back. And I don't mean 968 turbos. I don't mean 944s. I'm talking about the number 46, 356 SL Coupe from 1951. This one only has 957 horsepower. It has 628 foot-pound of torque, but it weighs less than 1,700 pounds. It's insanely light and somehow an amazing drift car. It's got the stock tire compound on it, and once again, my own tune. I don't like taking other people's tunes. It don't feel right when I'm trying to advertise the driftability of a car. I want to take it with my own tune. And if you guys, like I said, want to try out these tunes for yourself, I'll go ahead and leave a list on the screen right now. It'll be on the screen for about 5 seconds while you just stare off into the distance on the road. My car just sitting there in silence. Alright, let's go. Let's do this thing. I managed to get a score of 173,000. In fact, this is the car that got the high score for me of 1,072,430. I'm in the top 1% because of this car. And that's amazing to me. Like, I didn't think I could ever get a top 1% out of this drift zone, but voila! Wait, are you serious? This car's an A-class? Hold on. It's a freaking A-class. What the hell? You can tell I don't pay attention to the classes when I tune these cars. Anyway, let's get the drifting with this thing. It's actually not. It's a handful. I forgot. It's a handful. It's a handful. This is such a handful. But we're already at 80,000 points, almost 90,000. We're barely at the start of this thing. So that right there is another improvement point. Come on, stay inside. Stay inside. It's very, very slidey, and that's mostly because of the stock tire compound. Vintage racing tires. Of course, it's gonna slide everywhere. What just happened? Why did it go away? I didn't fail. What the shit?
I gotta restart.
This recording is taking much longer than I expected, and that's because I can't stop making grammatical errors and saying things in very weird ways. Like my dyslexia decided to act up today. Wow. Wow, English is hard. $1,020,000. Come on. Okay, I'm not gonna get the record, but we still got 1,053,000 in this thing. You know, if I actually sat here and recorded every single attempt that I had actually made when I got those scores, those would be obvious evidence. This right now is proof that it's the best drift car I've shown you in this video in the top 5 that I just recorded. No, if you've stayed all the way through to this video, I gotta give props to you, because I gave myself a headache trying to talk. That usually isn't an issue for me. I promise you. So if it's your first time watching me, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel, please. That is all the time I got for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video and if it was of any use to you, subscribe to my channel, crash the like button, and click the notification. Why can't I get the outro right? If you enjoyed the video, crash it to that like button. If you'd like to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with all my videos. God damn it, I give up. I'll just see you guys in the next video. Peace.